Okay, in this problem, it states, of course, that you have 200 feet of fencing to enclose a garden. Now, the picture that I have here is one that is given to you with this type of problem. It's not something that you will have to come up with on your own. But as you can see from this rectangular garden, you do have a river on one side, so actually when you enclose it, you're only going to need fencing on 3 sides. So they've already defined that your width is X and that your length is 200 minus 2X. Now the 200 minus 2X just comes from the fact that you have a total of 200 feet of fencing. So if you put X amount here, X amount here, then you just take your total and subtract each of those X's, which would be the same thing as subtracting 2X. So therefore whatever's left over will be the length of that side. Now what you're trying to maximize though is area. So you've got to think about your area formula for a rectangle, of course, which is length times width. And if you substitute in your length, which is the 200 minus 2X, and your width, which is just X. Now if you distribute your X, you'll have 200X minus 2X squared. So you end up with a quadratic. So that's why this problem fits in this particular lesson, because you do have a quadratic to work with now. Now, since you're wanting to maximize, if you think about what we've been talking about with maximum and minimum, that always occurs at your vertex. So basically, this is just a vertex problem. If you'll locate your vertex or proceed with that procedure, then you will end up with the length and the width that you're looking for. Okay, so when it's in this form, of course, your A value is the -2. Your B value is the 200. All right, so substituting this into the -B over 2A, you have -200 divided by 2 times -2, which will give you 50. And that's actually your width right there, because your width is defined to be X, and that's what we just found was X. So width is 50 feet. So then to find your length, all that you have to do is use the 200 minus the 2X. So 200 minus 2 times 50. So that gives you 100 feet then for your length.